You got any other, what other questions you got?
Uh, so I've been doing like chest to deck push-ups. Is that how they do it for the PSTs?
I don't know about PST, man. You know I don't care about no push-ups and sit-ups. You got my, have you emailed me?
Yeah, I have the PDF. I
Okay, so
started
I
doing
would
the
just tell
slingshot.
you, if you're going in the Army, like how many
Yeah,
push-ups can you do right now?
man.
2 minutes.
I probably do like maybe 75.
Okay, here's what I would tell you. You bench press ever? You ever bench press?
No,
Okay.
sir.
So I would tell you if you start doing some bench press, and we could talk about that offline, but if you just do some bench press 3 times a week, in 6 months from now, you'll be cranking out 100 push-ups. But here's the deal. I don't need you to crank out 100 push-ups. You fine right where you are right now. You know, like you running fast, you swimming, like the swimming, just you got to swim like 100 yards in uniform. Right? Can
Okay.
you swim 100 yards in uniform?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I hope so. If you're talking about being a Navy SEAL. So then I just, like I tell everybody, man, you going in the Army, you cutting off half your workout because you ain't got to swim that well. Does that
Right.
make sense?
Yes, sir.
So I would just tell you, you know, like I'm not real big on push-ups. I'm real big on abs. Okay, you got to do abs every day. But if
Okay.
you want to, you know, you want to get that push-ups up, you just start doing some bench press. But know this, that bench press is going to hurt you at Ranger School. It's going to hurt you in selection. All the extra muscle mass hurts you, man.
Right.
How much you weigh?
I'm pretty skinny. I'm 145.
How tall are you?
5'11".
Okay, so here's the thing. How old are you? 26, 25, right?
Right.
But you Pakistani and black. Is your mom skinny?
My mom, she used to be.
Okay, so you might have them skinny jeans, right?
Yeah, my dad is definitely skinny.
Okay, so then you just gonna have to lift some weights, bro.
Okay.
Right? You gotta lift some weights, pump some iron, you know, and I'm not gonna tell you to do a lot of pumping. I got a simple little program, man. We do 8s for a week, then you're gonna go down, like you never lifted, so you're gonna do 12s for a week. Then
Okay.
you're gonna do 8s for 2 weeks. Then you're gonna do 5s, and then you'll do 3s. And the first time through, we'll just do 1 week of 5s, 1 week of 3s, and then you'll come back and hit that cycle again. You'll hit 8s, then you'll go 1 week of 8s, 2 weeks of 5s, 3 weeks of 3s.
Okay.
And
I
you'll
like the
start
sound of
getting,
that.
yeah. How many pull-ups you doing right now?
Pull-ups is an easy day. I could probably do 15 consecutively.
Okay.
15, 20.
So we'll put a complimentary lift in there, like lat pull downs, like close grip,
Right.
palm facing lat pull down, or you know, pull downs on the machine, like all that stuff. You get strong overnight, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this: you don't need to get much stronger than you are now.
Okay.
Okay? Cause you got a superhero power. Now they probably gonna make you learn Arabic. So if I was you, I would start. Is Pakistan Arabic?
So no, he
English
speaks Urdu.
is what?
He speaks Urdu.
Urdu. I don't even know what language that is, but I'm sure it's probably even better. So if I was you, I would start working with your dad on Urdu.
Yeah.
You know any of it?
I mean, I know like hello and hi and just basic things,
Yeah,
but
because I would learn it because they're gonna send you to language school. I can tell you that right now.
yeah, that's another thing why I actually kind of like the Green Beret side more.
Yep.
So the foreign internal defense, when I started looking into it, that seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
You think I'm just giving you BS about going in the Army as an officer?
No, sir.
No, man. Like, dude, there's all sorts of reasons, right? Like I tell everybody, man, like when I look at you and I know your situation, like I know exactly where you should go to maximize everything you have, but also to maximize the love that the Army's gonna give you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be hard, man. You going to the special forces, you brown. But you know, you're gonna talk to me, I'm gonna get you ready for it. It ain't gonna be that big a deal. I got a brother right now killing it in the Army, officer.
Yeah.
Said he loved it. And he told me, he said, man, Jake, I wish I'd have listened to you out of college. Because he went and worked at a prison. I told him, I said, you're gonna hate the prison, bro.
Yeah.
He worked in prison for 9 months, called me, man, I got to do something different, man. I said, let's go. Now he in the Army. He been in the Army for 2 years now. He loved it, man. He said, I ain't
Yeah.
never getting out the Army. So,
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
All right, man. You got any questions? Just you got my cell phone number. You know, just ping me a text message. Do this. Text me over your name, and then you
Okay.
fill out my spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's the email you send out when you sign up, right?
Yeah, the Google Doc.
Yeah, I filled that out.
Okay, I just want to make sure I color your name in so I can keep track of all these dudes I talk to.
And Mr. Zweig, I just want to say thank you for this.
You're welcome, bud.
I never really had like someone to sit down and talk to me about it.
Yeah, bro. That's I told you, man, I do this because I made the same mistake you making, right? I had in my mind what I thought was right about the Naval Academy and West Point, but I couldn't have been farther from the truth. But no one, like I tell people, no one in my town, man. I sit right next to Army base, man. I gotta have 100 West Point graduates in my town, man. Not one of them pulled me aside and explained the difference between Naval Academy and West Point. I'm picking the Naval Academy based on the fact that there's sailboats on the cover, man. You know, so if I had a conversation like this, I would have went to the Army like that. I would have went to West Point like that, you know, and maybe my experience would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all that when you get ready, when you start getting ready to go. We'll talk about what we got to do to make sure that you have a great experience, right?
Yes, sir.
And it really just involves like you got to get some mentorship. You know, I got a whole bunch of 06s. I got a general in the Army. You know, we get you got to find a lieutenant, a captain, and then you got to find like a major, a senior major, or a light colonel, and then you got to find a 06 colonel.
And these are for the references, right?
Just for no, I'm talking about when you get in the Army for mentorship.
Oh,
To help you make better decisions, to make sure you don't do dumb stuff like enlist in the Navy as a SEAL. Right? I tell everybody, like, I'm good through the first 7 years, but that's when I got out the military. So I can't talk to you about them high-level politics at major, light colonel, right? What it takes to make general. You know, I got a dude I think might have a chance to make admiral. Okay, we got 2 of them actually. I don't give them dudes any advice at all. If they even call me and ask for advice, I tell them flat out, you better call the 3 admirals you know, because I'm not even talking to you about that topic. Right? Because I tell everybody, we don't take advice from nobody that ain't where we want to go. And
That's
then
genuine.
you don't give no advice on anything you don't have a clue on.
Right.
So if you ain't lived it, you don't know it. Right? Here's my deal. Like people ask me about naval aviation. I tell them, listen, man, I done made like 30 pilots at this point. I done lived all the way through the training cycle with these dudes. So people ask me, well, you're not a pilot. How can you talk about it? So listen, man, I done helped 30 dudes get through flight school. I got a whole bunch of classmates that are flying in the airlines right now. Some of my mentees have already gotten out. They flying in the airlines making $550,000 a year. Okay. I may not have lived it myself, but I've lived it through all of my mentees going through that process. Same thing with Nuke School. Same thing with Navy SEALs. Now, I lived the Navy SEAL experience, but the Army Ranger experience is the same thing. I done lived it with my guys already. And so, you know, my background and my understanding of the process is all the same process. You know, now, if you tell me you're going to go fly in the Air Force, it's the same process. You know, we're going to do the same thing. We'll get a mentor 20 years ahead, 10 years ahead, 5 years ahead. You go to flight school in the Air Force, first thing we do is find you 2 or 3 pilots that are in the Air Force to go help you learn all the little stuff you got to know about the Air Force that's different than the Navy. Right? I got the #1 dude in flight school was my guy.
Yeah.
But we started that process of training him to go to flight school when he was a sophomore at the Naval Academy. Right? It ain't by accident that we make #1s. We prepare. You know, that dude had 50 hours when he showed up at flight school, 50. And he was better than everybody else. Not because he was better, but because he was prepared. He had 50 hours of flight time. Okay. So the process is the same, brother. But yeah, we don't take advice from nobody that ain't been where we want to go, man.
That's what my mom says.
But see, you don't listen to your mom, do you?
No, I listen to my mom.
Okay, I hope so. But you were still talking about going enlisted in the Navy, right? What'd your mom say about it?
She's like, She just like, I don't know.
She don't even want to say nothing to you because she's so upset, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your mom from?
So my mom's from Mississippi.
Okay. How'd she meet your dad?
So they met in Texas because she was working at like as a dental hygienist.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came in for a cleaning or whatever, and that's how they met.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, dude. You got my cell phone number. Don't be a stranger. You got questions, let me know. Shoot me a message, whatever. We'll jump back on here because I always think it's good to provide them with the general masses on my YouTube with feedback about like what your decision was, how you feel about your decision, and I just want to make sure, I want to know how it goes when you go talk to the guys in the Corps of Cadets, the captains in the Army. Like,
Yes.
you may not have to go to basic or OCS, which would be absolutely awesome because you will start off in IOBC. So then the next question, we got to get you ready for IOBC. You know land navigation?
That's what worries me because I don't know.
Yeah, listen, you ain't got no worries. Why don't you have any worries?
Because I can learn it.
Because what? Like, why don't you have any worries about going to IOBC and land navigation or shooting or any of that stuff?
Because they'll teach me.
Because I'll teach you.
All right.
Right?
Yes,
like
sir.
I got a whole land nav section coming out. I'm gonna have to shoot it the next couple of days because I got to get it done. Okay, I've been teaching land nav to all of my SEALs for the last 20 years. And it's country land nav, how to really navigate in the woods. Okay. You ain't gotta worry about that. How much shooting have you done?
I've been to the range a few times.
Okay,
but
so like we gonna buy this pellet gun, man. This pellet gun's $50. It's an M4 pellet gun. And you're gonna shoot that pellet gun an hour a day. 3 months from now, you'll be able to shoot. Okay. There's little things like that. It's the difference between somebody that knows what they're talking about and someone that don't have a clue. I could tell you go get a 22, but you can't get no 22 bullets right now. So we shoot this M4 mocked up pellet gun and you go to town, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Go ahead.
I don't think I have your number. So
It's in the LinkedIn.
Okay, I got you.
No, because I said if I'm not on here at 10:30, shoot me a text message, right? You see it in LinkedIn?
Was the Zoom meeting your number?
Nah, that ain't my phone number, man. Let me see. Didn't I tell you?
You said it, but you didn't give me a
I didn't send it to you. All right, you got it now. Cool. Oh man, that's not the right number.
All right.
Man, that's the wrong number. Hang on. Text me over your name, bud.
Yes, sir. Will do.
All right, man. Kick rocks, right? Let's go. I expect a phone call here by the end of the week that you went and talked to the captains in the Corps Cadet. You done got to figure it out what you got to do to go into the Army as an officer. All right.
Yes, sir.
And we want to go infantry too. Don't let them try to put you in no crap, man. We're not serving nobody no food. We ain't driving gas trucks around. We ain't going to logistics. We try to be an infantry line officer.
And then that'll take me to special forces.
1,000,000%.
Right on. Cool.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.